Welcome to the studio. Could you please tell our viewers about Secova Metals, as well as your role there?
My name is Brad Kitchen. I'm the CEO and Chairman of Secova Metals. We are a junior gold exploration company based out of Vancouver, with our principal asset being the Duvay gold project just north of Amos, Quebec.
Can you tell us about your Duvay project?
We're just off of a paved highway. We have power to the property. We've got a very large core shack. In fact, it's more like a mill, very modern, and it does have a gravity mill in it. And hopefully, as it turns into a mine, we won't have to worry about setting up a camp because Amos is only 17 kilometers away. The project has had some historic work done on it, but they've never been able to put together a comprehensive model on how the gold is actually structured on the property. And that's what we intend to do. We've had some recent success with another company called Eagle Hill Exploration, where we took a similar project, had some historic work, and then brought the right team on board, raised and spent about $25 million on the project. We're able to come up with a 1.8 million ounce gold project.
Now that you've recently closed a financing, what are your priorities at Duvay?
Priorities for Duvay now is to do some exploration work ourselves. As mentioned, there have been about 330 holes drilled, but nobody's really put together a good model. We're doing an extensive IP program now. Most of the gold is along a 1.5 kilometer strike plane. What we're going to be doing is exploring that and trying to extend what we know where the historic gold is. We're currently doing an interesting IP program. It's called IPower 3D. This is an extremely new technology, but extremely detailed technology. What it will do is it will help us differentiate where the gold mineralization is. It will be able to take us down deeper. It goes down to about 500 meters. Most of the work on the property has only been from 0 to 100 meters. And it will give us a better idea, better precision on where we should do our drill program. We're going to be drilling starting in April. We are planning a 10 drill hole program for about 3,200 meters. Each hole will vary between 200 meters and 400 meters in depth. And the main intention here is to see how the structure continues at depth.
Secova also has the Jesse Lake Gold Project. Can you tell us more about that?
Jesse Lake was a project that we looked at initially. I joined the company about a year and a half ago. There was nothing in the company, and we looked to get our feet wet, if you were. We did an exploration program on that during the summer of 2015. It was a successful program, but not focused on gold. So we'll be reevaluating how we continue with Jesse Lake in the future.
Can you tell our viewers about your management as well as your board of directors?
Recently, we've made some changes to the board, some additions to the board, and that includes one gentleman by the name of Pierre-Jean Lafleur. PJ is a geological engineer. He's had a ton of success in Quebec, understands the gold market in Quebec. He's managing our exploration program and will continue with the company as his role as director. Recent additions also have been the addition of Morgan Good to president of the company. And Morgan's been with the company since June of last year, but has now come on as an officer. Morgan's strength will be in assisting the company and directing the company as far as market structure and getting some of the information out.
And finally, what do investors have to look forward to from Secova Metals for the remainder of 2016?
Well, we're just starting our exploration program. So one thing that you haven't seen from us in the past is a lot of news flow from the project. So we're going to have some news flow that's going to be based off of the IP program that we discussed earlier. Investors will be able to see the detailed plans that we have, where we're going to be drilling. We're going to be having drill results that occur in the spring. And then at the end of the program, when we're talking about the end of May, beginning of June, we'll have a very comprehensive model of how the gold has been deposited on the Duvay. From that stage, then we'll determine how we're going to continue exploration, whether that's drilling, bulk sampling, whatever.
Thanks for taking the time for today's interview.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.